get it cracking. Opinions worldwide. Negative energy keep outside. This platform's for you. To speak out the truth. To clear it all up, don't be no chump. This ain't no judgment zone. Listen, teach, learn, just keep it straight from your dome. Come on and speak about it. Who is here to let you shout it? No one's wrong, no one's right. Just tell us what you like. That's the moral and the message. Flow in, it's time to catch us. Let's go.
Tell me what's on your mind. Tell me what's on your mind. Tell me what's on your mind. It's LETZ-BI-N-TALK. Tell me what's on your mind. Tell me what's on your mind. Tell me what's on your mind. You can speak how you wanna speak. We can't keep nothing discreet. It's LETZ-BI-N-TALk. Tell me what's on your mind. Tell me what's on your mind. Tell me what's on your mind.
Yo, it is Miss Cora
LETZ-BI-N-TALK.
here with another segment of LETZ-BI-N-TALK. And with bullheaded, I don't know what to call you.
Hey, whatever comes out your mouth.
So today we're here to talk about the fire that Bishop T.D. Jakes is under, men pour in, and our opinions. I mean, it's a lot of opinions. It's a lot of stuff that's it's a lot of different areas that you can touch on this subject. If you listened to the whole sermon, if you just listen to the portion that the media is playing, of course you probably would be, against with everything that he said. But if you listen to the actual sermon, I agree with everything that with the majority of what he said. But I also, as you guys know, I do play the devil's advocate to why things are the way they are, why women are acting the way that they do. And my co-host, guest host that's here today, bullheaded. She's gonna go by Bull. She has her opinion also. So if you guys listen to it, I just feel like I believe it. I believe that it's truth in it, a lot of truth, and I believe that if you listen to it, the reason why a lot of guys don't pour into is because they weren't poured into. So they don't know how to, give love, or, that affection that women need or look for or what have you. So I'm going to ask Bull, what are your thoughts on it?
No, that message definitely got lost, because that was one of the points he was trying to make, is that at a point in time, you run out. And so who are you turning to so you can get poured into, so you can continue pouring into those into your life? And for like a lot of men, I think he was trying to point out, I think the message got lost. And I didn't necessarily see the viral clip because I'm not online these days. But from what I heard, it wasn't taken too lightly as far as what it goes with the women and the men's. But for the men's, that as far as it goes, shoot, if they can't turn to their fathers or their grandfathers or men's in their life, then if they don't pastor the church. And he was trying to get on them too as well, because like you said, eventually you don't have anything to give, and what are you pouring into someone? They gonna look to be poured in somewhere else.
Yeah, but the backlash was that when women heard the clip that was played by media, the backlash was, he shouldn't be talking like that, and women, we done been through a lot, and we work hard to get to where we are and stuff like that. So they didn't agree with the fact that and granted, a lot of women have been through a lot of things with guys to get out of that situation. And that is true. I take nothing away from that. But at the same time, if you're meeting someone else, you can't take what you went through with this person into this, situation, into this relationship. You know what I'm saying? So, and the thing is, he never said be submissive, just totally be submissive and do what this guy say and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
the thing was, even if you do make more money than the man, don't go home be like, I make more money than you, I don't have to do what you say and blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Don't strip him from his masculinity. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's mainly what he's saying, because nowadays, like, we are more dominant, and like Bishop T.D. Jakes said, we are not praised for being feminine. We are not praised for being a woman. We're praised for being mean. We're praised for being aggressive.
I get the way he worded that a little bit, because I mean, hey, you get angry if, or you feel a certain way. If you feel like that kind of, the shoe fits a little bit. But I mean, he's a Southern man, and he still has those values too. He remind me of my papa a little bit.
Yeah.
That's how those men are. So you really can't take offense, but he made some valid points there.
He made a lot of valid points.
And for the women that were feeling some type of way, what men?
Those the ones that's doing the rah. Those are the ones that I make more money. I ain't got to do shit you say. Da 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 da. Those are the ones. Those are the ones. So I don't. So that's the thing. I'm like, all the hoopla and stuff. And I was listening to Ricky Smiley. And like listening to Eva, like I told you earlier, listening to Eva and the Brat, and they was like, he shouldn't have said it. Women have been through a lot to get where they are, and I take nothing away from that.
He kind of, I think his message got a little lost, because he started talking about, you're nasty. I was kind of taken aback, but he did talk about that. He was like, because this generation has made them to be.
Yes.
So that's not the point of this message. So how long you wanted to talk about it for?
So that's why I say.
Yeah, he understands that.
Yeah, he understands that guys are not doing what they supposed to do. They done lied and they done did this. Yeah. But at the same time, and that's why I say I'm the devil's advocate, because if you know this, then at what point do these guys take ownership? So don't try to blame it all on the woman as far as acting, head of the household. They have to act head of the household, because these guys they acting as if they don't want to be head of the household. And I understand is 20 women to one man, but do you have to act on that? That's like, I don't know. That's like, that's why I say when I first came home, like it's so many different positions that, like, areas you can go, like you can go in like 2 or 3 different areas with this message, So I don't know. So, and I wrote a few points down, and I'm LGBTQIA, all that, right. WNZQ. I done lost. I don't even know what the shit mean no more. Right. So, but In a couple of things the number one thing he put on there, father is not a position, it's a position, it's not a gender. Because most people, like when studs get with women, or not even stud, just take that out of it. When a woman get with another woman and takes on that role as that male figure, they talk about that, but it's not a gender, it's a position. If she steps in and take that position, then who are you to say that that's not the kid's father? If that's the position she's taking.
It's funny we say that, because because anytime you hear a sermon, you do try to apply it to your own life. And when you talk about positions, like my father passed away when I literally 10 days after my 4th birthday. And my grandparents, my Mimi and Papa, my grandmother, grandfather, they stepped into the position of my father. They poured into me and my brother like in a mug. Like, they really poured in. And it's crazy, like, when I was hearing this message, and it really did bring tears to my eyes. Like, when you think about that, like, you can get lost in all the little stuff. Mm-hmm. But when you just think about it overall and what he's trying to say, like, man, it has been people that has poured in. And then you also find a message when you can be that person where you feel like, man, I've been pouring in and
I don't get it back.
I don't have that much to.
Yeah,
I don't have that much to pour. I think I'm pouring.
Yeah, you pour and you done pour it out.
Yeah,
you done pour it out. Yeah.
So,
and I think that's what, like, the message really got lost. I think it did. And for the people who feel like it was a negative thing, I don't even think they listened to the whole sermon. They couldn't have. They only listened to the clip, because I just don't see how a person could listen to the whole thing and get a negative thing out of it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't. And it's my personal opinion. I don't know. But
listen at that clip I seen on YouTube, that's about an hour. So if you watch anything under, a minute or two, you're definitely not getting the message.
You're not getting the message. So I think, so for the main thing is, he was trying to get guys, fathers, to, and it was a Father's Day sermon. It was in June. I don't know why it's just now getting, recognized or what have you, but because of the message that he's saying it is so strong. That's why. But I just think he just won't, for the most part, and it's never going to be back to how it was. It is not going to be. Not in our lifetime. It's not. Absolutely not. So I just think he just won't, he's tired of seeing, men use women, and versus, pour in. If you want something out of it, and that's anything in life, not even, dealing with relationships, but that's anything, job, whatever. If you want something back from it, you have to pour into it. You have to. You got to put in what you want out of it. And, of course, you got to work hard. That's where you have to work hard. You have to. So, I don't know. It's a touchy subject. it's a touchy subject.
And I mean, he's a Southern pastor. I like me myself. I'm from Houston, Texas, so I didn't see. You have those pastors that are can be animated, but so he has a little bit of that in him as well. But he still are making some valid points, and whether you apply it, I mean, there's some stuff that where you may or may not agree. I'm also a part of the LGBTQ LMNOP, so there were some things where you said I was like, okay, pastor.
Yeah.
But I mean,
But pastors always throw that little gay thing in there.
There's gonna be some sermons where you may listen a little closely. Some Sundays you may feel a certain way. Others,
pastor don't know what he's talking about today. Yeah.
But he said he was gonna hit some touchy.
From the beginning he was like, "Oh, y'all ain't gonna like me today. Gonna be rough today." He said that from the beginning, and it was. I know that everything that he was saying. I know it touched people that was even inside the building where he was talking. So,
and I don't think I knew it was Father's Day.
Yeah,
so the fact that it was Father's Day,
that was a Father's Day sermon.
It does kind of bring it a little bit full circle because it's hey. He is talking to the men. It's Father's Day.
He was talking to the men. And the thing is, the name of the sermon is Pour In. Men, you have to pour in. Real men pour in.
I don't know if it said real in there, but hey, men pour in.
Well, I'm going to say real men pour in. I don't like, you can't do half. And like, you can go several different areas with this. Like I said, how he's saying real men pour in, but how can they pour in if they haven't been poured into? That it just go. And the same thing when he was talking about women, if you have not been taught how to love a man because your father wasn't there, then how would you? You know what I'm saying? So it's different. It's 2 or 3 different ways that you can look at it. But I just didn't like the fact how he was getting backlash. Like people didn't understand, the thing that as a whole, the thing that he was trying to, get people to understand, to get guys to understand,